Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dozen Cats / Circle of Friends. This is supposed to be one step at a time. And as you can see, I'm not outside. We had freezing rain earlier this morning. And as most of you know, going outside is a challenge for me in terms of my anxiety. And so with the freezing rain, it did not help matters at all. So I decided to err on the side of caution and not go on my little outing. But I promise we will do it this week at some point. So stay tuned for that. So I'm here. I've got a plethora of cards in front of me. Let's have a chat. Let's toss some cards. Let's have a, have some time together. Thank you, Esther. I needed it. Listen, can I just share with you? So freezing rain warning, it's like 6 degrees plus here. It's beautiful. It's like springtime almost. In terms of just a couple of days ago, it was like minus 30 some odd. And I'm having one of those days where all things are like happening and not in a good way, if you get what I'm saying. So literally just 5 minutes before we went live, I knocked my whole can of pop over, scared the cats. When that happened, because I banged my chair into my little table that I have beside me, this little lower shelf that you can see here. And my whole can of pop knocked over and, of course, fell down cracks and all over my cards and all over my desk and all over the cats. Yay. Anyways, but yeah, earlier this morning, so across the street from my house and down a little bit is a parking lot where a store used to be, and they closed the store down. So now it's just like a vacant sort of wasteland. And there's a lady who lives up the street who drives a school bus. And I guess the school bus got stuck in the ice or something. And so they towed it out of the parking lot. Now it's literally sitting in front of my driveway. Okay. And all of my cameras are going off. All of my alarms are going off constantly. The woman is standing in front of my garage on the sidewalk, screaming her head off, trying to communicate with the tow truck driver who has got this thing hooked up, and it's like going like this across the street, right? And I'm just like, oh my God, this isn't going to end well. She's got a bag of salt. The tow truck driver's out throwing salt. It was a whole situation, friends. Anyway. When I seen that happening, I was like, I'm not going anywhere. Sorry. And my anxiety is still rather high because of that. So here I am sitting here at home, safe and sound, where I feel comfortable and feel good. But I promise, as I said, we will go out later on this week and do what we were going to do today. So I promise you that. I'm just bummed because it's like the warmest day, right? But it's gross out, you guys. It's raining and it's freezing rain earlier this morning, as I said, and the sun is not out. There's no sunshine to be seen. Calling for more snow tomorrow, the next day. Good gracious. Anyway, let's say hi to everyone who's here. Hi, Esther. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Hi, Bora Bora. Mama Bear is in the house. Hi, Constance. Hi, JR. How you doing? Hi, Wendy. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me on this fine Tuesday. So I'm not normally on Tuesdays, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe I should have just continued to take Tuesday off. Usually Tuesday is my day off. Monday and Tuesdays are usually my day off. I have so much to share, but I don't know where to start. Hi, Janet P. Oh, and here's the other thing that I did. So I did my reading for today, my daily reading. Thought that I posted it up, but for whatever reason, I posted it as private. So hope you all enjoyed that. So nobody got to see the daily reading today. So, yeah, like I said, just continue to take Tuesdays off, Kelly. Hi, Libra Lady. Hi, Janet P. It's good to see you, Libra Lady. Well, it's good to see all of you, but yeah. So, oh, and I got some new cards. So the first shipment has arrived today. The second shipment is in the post box, so my husband will pick that up on his way home because he's so kind. And the third one, who knows when it's going to get here. But this first one I got, it's not new, but it's been on my wish list for a hot bit. It's called Morgan's Tarot. So I'm excited to get to know those cards. Hi, Fox with the books. Good to see you. The weather is about the same here, except no freezing rain. It's like a heat wave today in the northeast U.S. Yeah. The weather's just up and down like a toilet seat, is it not, friends? Crazy, crazy. So listen, while I have you all here, and I'm asking this for because I'm interested to know. So Circle of Friends is my channel that I created, and Allie was kind enough to join me as my collaborative partner. Just before Christmas, I had this very strong urging, this very strong feeling that I was supposed to take Circle of Friends in a different direction. And so, through no fault of anyone's, Allie and I were trying to coordinate coming on and sort of letting everyone know that, and it just never sort of happened. And then I decided that I wasn't sure about the direction that I had thought that I wanted to go in. You know, I, just like everyone else, question those things. And it has been said to me as a suggestion that I do these one step at a times on Circle of Friends. And that is why 2 times that I've done it, I've done it more than twice, but 2 times that I have done the one step at a time, I've done it on both Circle of Friends and Dozen Cats. I would appreciate any suggestions in terms of Circle of Friends content. It is important to me, that channel. I love the name of it. I love what it means, what it stands for, what it embodies. If you don't feel like sharing in the chat, that's totally okay. Send me an email and let me know if you have a suggestion as to what you would like to see on Circle of Friends. I don't want to shut the channel down. I want to continue it. And when I was with Allie last Friday, she was here at Dozen Cats for Thanks Spirits Friday. We discussed it. And she said to me, you know, maybe we could do some like pre-recorded videos, which I'm totally up for. But I'd love to know what your input is. I mean, I do the channel, you know, for all of us. So I would love to know your input. So, hi to Cardamancy Mesquite. Hi, Warrior Girl. I just sort of was saying that I'm here. I'm at home. Obviously, I didn't go out. We had a freezing rain warning that's in effect till later on tonight. And by the way, when I leave my town, I have to go up a hill. So I was just like, whatever, not happening. Going to stay at home where I'm safe and sound. But we will do it before the end of the week. Thank you, Borbor. I like. Here's the thing. When I started Circle of Friends, the reason behind the start of Circle of Friends was to sort of build a network of people where we could sort of band together and support each other, readers and subscribers. And also to offer a platform to new people that would be starting out, or people that have been on YouTube and throwing tarot cards for 50 years. It was supposed to be just about a network of people coming together, and that was what the platform was all about, right? About a circle of friends. When I went to the my local rock shop about a month or so ago, I came out of the store thrilled with the fact that I did that. And I said to the people in the chat that were watching, thank you for the support, because you are my circle of friends. And so having said that, that's what circle of friends means to me, right? And so maybe you'll understand the jump to circle of friends, meaning the one step at a time thing. Anyway, moving on. So if anyone has any suggestions as to content that they would like to see on on Circle of Friends, please do let me know. If you don't feel comfortable sharing in the chat, feel free to email me. I would love your input. I do this for me, but I also do it for you, and so I want to make sure that that you get something out of it that you're looking for. Thanks, Esther. Yes, Savannah. Well, I wouldn't say that I give you your start. I give you a platform. How's that, my friend? Hi, Gerald. How are you? So, thanks, Jen. You're all very kind. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much. So, as I was saying, freezing rain. Freezing rain. Don't like it at all. I'm not a fan. I don't know many people that are, let's be honest, but I'm not a fan at all. Yeah, both channel. Listen, Dozen Cats is my baby, and it is a name. I don't know that I've ever shared this with you guys. I'm sure that I have. It was a name that I created after watching some crazy video back in the day. Like, we're talking like the early 90s, about developing a safe sort of handle online. So, so that nobody could find you, right? And it was just after that movie with Sandra Bullock came out about, stealing your identity, and everyone got all freaked out. And then we got all these emails about how to keep yourself safe. So my mom and I used to be on this game website so that we could play cards together. And we sort of came up with these crazy names. I was Dozen Cats for me. She was Dough Girl for me. I don't even, whatever. And so the name means an awful lot to me, right? Because I've had it for years and years and years and years and years. And of course, whenever Dozen Cats for me was the original name, and it always makes me think of my mom. So there was an earthquake. No, I did not feel it. Hi, Jan's Free. No, I didn't feel it at all. I hope that everybody's okay. It was my day off. So normally Monday and Tuesday are my day off, and I did nothing yesterday, which I'm quite happy about. And today, of course, I was planning on doing my outing, which, of course, Spirit had other intentions. Oh, in Buffalo, New York. Oh, so where Heather lives, Indigo Chrysalis. That's good that no one got hurt. So we were going to go to the rock shop. So my local rock shop, I've put in an order to pick something up, and I can't say what it is because the people that are receiving them might be listening. And so we were going to go pick those up, and then we were going to go for a walk down by another sort of part of the water, not a place where I've taken you before. And I want to do a very quiet sort of meditation there. I feel quite strongly about that's needed at this time. Oh, interesting. No, I didn't feel it. Yeah, right, Bora Bora. So I was going to tell you guys something, and now I can't remember what the heck I was going to tell you. Don't you hate it when that happens? Oh, interesting. Yeah, the weather is just, it's crazy. It's like a toilet seat. It's up and down. It's all over the place. Up and down like a toilet seat. Okay. No, you're not distracting me at all, warrior girl. Listen, this is how I started my channel. And when I say this, what I mean is this interaction. I love coming on with no plan and just allowing our conversation to sort of navigate where we're going to go. I love doing that. It's my happy place. And I'm going to pick up some cards because that's what I do. And I'm going to start picking up cards and shuffling them while you guys are chatting. And hopefully Spirit has some words of wisdom from us in terms of this, in terms of this earthquake that you're talking about. So you live 2.5 hours from Syracuse. I'm not familiar with all the places around New York. I know that I've been to New York several times, like the state of New York, obviously. Nice, Cartomancy. I love it. That is hilarious. Cartomancy says she's going to use the Texas temperatures as her Powerball numbers. I love it. Listen, so then you can be a millionaire. And then you can call HDTV and have David, I can't remember his last name, find you your dream home. I love watching that show. Have you guys, do you guys watch that show? The Millionaire Dream Home or whatever the case may be? It's fabulous. I love it. It's slightly weird touring other people's homes, but it's a lot of fun to see how other people decorate in other parts of the world, right? I love it. Oh my goodness, 71 degrees. I love it. Sounded like a tractor trailer flipped over on its side. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Oh, there goes my signal. Of course. Why wouldn't my signal go low? Because I'm on a live, of course. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I tuned in yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Gerald was on, Gerald Tarot Stash, sorry, was on another channel. I think it's Carlastrology or something. I would have to look. And the host of that channel, never seen the show before. She's lovely. She did this word association thing with Gerald, and I really thought it was fun. And you all know how I love my trivia. And so I thought what we would do. Let's just have some fun with this. So I'm going to show you a card, and I want you to tell me the first thing that pops into your mind when I say this word off of the card. Okay? We have magic. What does magic make you think of? What do you associate the word magic with? Hi, Teresa. Yeah. Listen, a long time ago, many. Oh, is that what it is, Gerald? Hi, Gypsy JJ. I really like what she did with it, with the word association. It was fun. Okay, so we've got wonder, we've got sunsets, alchemy. So there she was doing this word association with Gerald, and I was sitting in the chat just like chomping at the bit, because you know me, I like to chat. And I was like, "Oh, can we play too?" So then I was giving all my answers. It's lovely. So interesting to me. It's like people watching. It's such an incredible experiment to figure out and watch how people's minds connect different dots. It's super interesting to me. Like, have you guys ever seen the show Big Brother? So minus the hookups and all the ridiculousness of it, it's such a psychological experiment. I love to watch that. Yes, Libra Lady Universe. Love that. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay. We had 9,000 cards fall out. We'll take the one that's face down. Beautiful. It's like one of my favorite cards in this deck. We have joy. Joy. Excellent, Esther. High vibes, my friend. Speaking of high vibes, friends. So, I created the Vibe Tribe, or the Raising the Vibe Tribe, a while back. And we are coming back in the month of February on Dozen Cats, Sunday, February the 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern, to do a show for the, Raising the Vibe. So there you go. Thank you for reminding me that, Esther. Gypsy JJ says magical joy. Wendy says love the pink. Yes, I mean, it's one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, right? Hummingbird spirit, joy. Think about standing outside or looking out the window and watching the hummingbird just sort of float around and sort of buzz around, a beautiful pink flower, right? Trying to get the nectar out, trying to land on the branch. Wouldn't that be pretty? What a beautiful sort of serene scene that would be. Yes, Libra Lady. Cats. Cats. All right. We're going to go to this deck now. Okay. Makes me think of like peace. Makes me think of like simplicity. You know what I mean? Or simplistic. I mean, there's nothing simplistic at all about a bird sort of hovering around, or an insect hovering around trying to get, nectar or pollen or whatever. There's nothing simplistic about how a flower blooms and blossoms and, has a magical scent and beautiful color. And there's nothing simplistic about it. But the sight of it seems so simplistic, right? In terms of our crazy everyday world. All right, so we had lots of people tuning in the beginning. Now people are finding other things to do. So thanks everyone who's still here for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. All right. If y'all have any questions, pop them in the chat. I just thought that we'd do this because I think maybe we might get a message from Spirit. I mean, we're going somewhere, friends. We are going somewhere. Look at this beautiful butterfly. We have transformation. So either the butterfly itself, what that does for you, what that makes you think of, or the word transformation, what does that make you think of? So we have magic, we have joy, and we have transformation. Spirit is sending us a message. Do you not think so, friends? Transformation. Transformation. Ooh, interesting. Growth, becoming. Butterflies always make me think of like freedom. They make me think of sort of spirit in general. We have passion. We have passion. So magic, joy, transformation, and passion. So I said in the beginning that I would like your input as to what I should do with Circle of Friends. And I think Spirit just gave me my message, just gave me my answer. Spirit told me that if I go with my intuition, that if I do it from a place that I am passionate of, or in terms of the channel, and that I'm passionate about keeping it going, that it will go through a transformational period and grow into something different or something beautiful, and that it will bring me joy. Follow your bliss. Absolutely. You know, I'm going to share for a minute. So I've talked about this a few times, but I keep saying it because, not because I want you all to watch the video, which would be lovely if you did. But I'm sharing it because I think it's really important to be shared. And also as a constant reminder to my own self. So I started this new segment called the journal entry, right? Dozen Cats journal entry. And I did the first one the other day. It's just my thoughts. They're, it's just kind of random. It's not really, a scheduled sort of thing. And I started my first one, and I wrote out at the top, under the umbrella of matters of the heart, which is what the month of February Dozen Cats is all about, right? All the things that matter to us. And I wrote at the top of my page, what matters to my heart. So the two things that matter to my heart are peace and contentment. And I sat there and I thought about it for a minute, and I thought, oh my God. For the last 10 and a bit years of my life, it makes me emotional every time I think of it, because it is so powerful to me, which is why I think I feel like I need to continue to share it. feel free to tell me to be quiet if you get it. For the last 10 and a half years or 10 years of my life, since my diagnosis of anxiety, I have been on a quest to bring that level of peace and contentment back into my life that I once had. Personally, professionally, socially, like really overall, right? I have made strides in that direction over the last 10 and a bit years, but nothing seemed to stick, right? Nothing was for sure and for certain, if that makes sense. Then I came here to this community and I feel like I found my spot. All things clicked, all things were green for go. And I didn't realize until I was doing that exercise in my journal just last week that I already have it. I've already achieved that feeling of peace and contentment. But because I have been on a mission for the last 10 years, I didn't check in with myself, I didn't think about it. I didn't check in with myself, really check in with myself. It was yet again another lesson to me in gratitude and counting my blessings and checking in with myself. So throughout my readings that I've been doing since that moment in time, I keep sort of going back to that moment because it was so powerful in so many ways that I can't really find enough words. I know it's hard for y'all to believe, but you know what I mean. And so this message again is another reminder. It's right here. Like it's right here, Kelly. It's right here. It's right here. Magic, joy, transformation, passion. It is right here. In such a time of uncertainty, no matter what you're going through in your life, and this is my personal experience, I'm not telling anybody else how to live their life. If you can allow yourself to get real quiet and check in with yourself and ask yourself, what's going to do it for you? What's going to make you happy? What's going to put a smile on your face? What's going to make your heart smile? That kind of thing. And get simple about it, right? Take it down to peel all those layers back and take it down to a really simple sort of, a really simple viewpoint. Chances are it may not seem as far away as you once thought it did. Chances are that it's within reach. And see, this makes me emotional. I want that for all of us. I mean, I know that you all want that for all of us too. Because sometimes we're just so busy getting in our own way, Like I was. Absolutely, Wendy. That old saying, you can't see the forest for the trees, right? Yeah. So that's why we were going for a walk today, and I wanted to do that meditation, was because it was like another extension of that journal entry, another extension of that message. And so without me realizing what we were doing, Spirit has once again said to us that this is what we need to do. We need to get out of the nonsense and the noise, right, that's out there, and get into the quiet and the peacefulness that's in here. Yeah. Spirit's awesome. Spirit is awesome. You guys are awesome. And I love each and every one of you. Oh, thanks, JR. Absolutely, Gerald. Absolutely, my friend. That deserves a post up on the screen there. Now you have awareness of it, so it becomes exercising daily acknowledgement of what you have right now in your life. I have said many times that I thought that I was a grateful person, and I thought I understood what gratefulness was, and I think that I was doing myself a big disservice because I was grateful on the outside, if that makes sense. Like, you know, grateful for my life, grateful for my home, grateful for my car, grateful for my sister. You know what I mean? But I wasn't grateful about like what I was doing and what I believe in and what is important to me. Those kinds of things. Those are the things that help us to navigate obstacles and challenges and life situations, good, bad, and indifferent. And I wasn't checking in with myself. Well, there's going to be times that you check in with yourself and you're not going to know. And that's totally okay. The point is, keep checking in with yourself. Right? Trust yourself, which has been very difficult for me in the past, as I know it is for many people. But learning tarot, using oracle cards, and doing this that we do together has helped me to really rediscover the trust that I once had in myself. And this time, I don't question it. I don't question it. Because I trust myself. I trust Spirit. I know that Spirit has my back. That Spirit isn't going to let me walk into a situation that would not serve my highest good. I know that I am not going to walk into a situation that wouldn't serve my highest good unless I need something, you know, unless I need to learn something from that. So I trust myself. And that has really helped me to be able to own who I am, flaws and all, and to be able to embrace myself in a way that I once didn't think was possible again. So for me, it's about trust, right? You got to trust yourself. Oh, thanks, Esther. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Constance. You're all very kind. And I appreciate so very much your support and your encouragement. Truly, I appreciate your support and your encouragement. I appreciate your love and your friendship, what you do for me, what you do for each other. I hope you know how much you matter to not just myself, but other content creators in the tarot world here on YouTube, as well as to each other in the chat. Just saying hi to someone can change someone's day, so change someone's week, change someone's mood, can make them feel loved and lifted up and supported and motivated and inspired, loved. It's amazing, the power of the chat. So please don't ever stop doing what you do in all of the different rooms that you travel to, because you are making it okay for people who feel not okay. You are giving people a hand and a welcome and a hug and a feeling of being heard and that they matter and that they belong. And that's a beautiful, beautiful contribution. It's a beautiful contribution. And it should never not be said that going into these rooms, readers aside, content aside, the interaction with the chat can literally change your life like it did for me. So don't ever stop doing what you're doing, because you matter to a lot of people. Thank you, everybody. And yes, absolutely, Esther. Absolutely. You know, there's so much negativity and so much sadness right now and so much muck. You know what I mean? It's just mucky. It's mucky, 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 mucky. And you feel like you are wearing cement shoes. You know, how do you stay informed if you don't listen to the news? How do you know what's going on unless you listen to the news? But you listen to the news after 2 minutes and, you know, you want to run out in the middle of traffic. It's so exhausting. It's so down. It's so negative. It's so, I mean, you know, you don't know whether to believe what you're hearing or not to believe what you're hearing. I mean, whoever thought that we would end up in a situation or in a place and time where we have to check our resources after listening to the evening news? Like, what do? Go to the Encyclopedia Britannica for the facts? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy talk. I mean, I understand it, and I encourage people to do so, you know, not to just take something on face value, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know about you all, but I have a hard time having time to do that, you know? And so that's why places like this are great, where you can just be yourself. You know what I mean? You can be surrounded by like-minded individuals who are just looking for a little inspiration, a little motivation, a little encouragement, a little love, a little support, and a place where you can feel no toxicity, or at least you can feel good about what you just did, what you heard, what you thought, how you felt, and then go, right? All right. Bye, Gerald. Yes, I will be on with Gerald on Tarot Stash at, is it 4 p.m. Eastern on February 13th? Right? Or is it 3 p.m. Eastern? Let me know. Hi, Sylvia. You're not late at all, my friend. You're just on time. So, you know, everybody has their limit, right? We all have to listen to it. I mean, we need to know what's going on, right? We need to stay 2 p.m. Eastern on Monday. Thank you, Gerald. Appreciate you, my friend. But you don't, but to listen to it nonstop, sometimes you need to take a break. And, you know, almost, I mean, I don't know about you all, but at least once a night when I'm doing readings, balance is going to come out in someone's reading. Well, how do you maintain balance? Well, you maintain balance by, yes, you have to know these things, and yes, you have to do these things, meaning, you know, you need to stay informed, right? But you can balance that out by doing something that brings you joy, something that stokes your passion, something that creates that magical, sort of joyful, happy, peaceful feeling within you, right? And then what you've done is you've recalibrated your scales, right? You've brought yourself back into balance. I don't know where the heck I was going with all of that, but there you have it, friends. Libra Lady says, had to take a break from some of the political videos and listen to audiobooks and watch movies. This has been an uplifting conversation while I'm working. Oh, you're very kind. Yeah. I mean, listen, you know, like I said, we need to stay informed. We need to be on top of the situation. Things are changing so quickly and things are happening so quickly. And we need to stay informed and on top of it, no matter whether it's like locally or globally. You need to stay informed. Knowledge is power, is what my mama always said. But you don't have to reside in that, especially if you feel like you're wearing cement shoes, especially if you feel that it's got a hold on you and it's literally like pulling you down. That's when you need to implement some self-care or something to counteract it, something to offset it, right? So that you feel more balanced and you don't allow yourself to, I mean, literally, because it can get depressing, right? Oh, Esther. Oh, my friend, blessings to you. Kelly, I was so close to becoming homeless and I found the videos. Positive vibes to continue. Oh, Esther. Everybody, code word for Esther. Thank you for sharing that, Esther. That's very brave of you to share that. And I appreciate the fact that you shared that, because through sharing your own experience, you're letting other people know that you can be open and allow yourself to receive love from other people. You can be open. It may not change your situation, but it can certainly lift you up and allow you to sort of be more positive in order to find the forward momentum that you need, right? To find the inspiration or the motivation or the direction, right? To allow you to feel like you can move forward. Yes, Libra lady, believe. As my mama, believe was my mom's favorite word, right? My mama always said, you must believe. You must believe. She never finished the sentence in terms of what you need to believe, but you must believe. You have to believe in you. You have to believe in spirit, in God, in people, in what you feel is right, what you know to be true. You know what I mean? You have to believe. Because if you don't, what the heck else do you have, you know? This is why I love this community. That's beautiful, what just happened there. When I got divorced from my first husband, never in my wildest imagination did I ever imagine that I would be close to 30 years old and be divorced. That was not part of the plan. And I was so determined to show everybody, you know what I mean? I can do this on my own. What a mess. What a mess I made of that situation. It was so hard. It was so incredibly hard. I could only afford to rent a place, an apartment, in the winter months. So in the summer months, I stayed in my trailer, which, you know, like my camper, my RV. I couldn't afford a phone. I couldn't afford cable. I would go to the grocery store and I would buy like a big package of ground beef or a big package of breakfast sausage because it was the cheapest thing that I could find. And I would dice and slice that thing 6 ways from Sunday to make, enough meals for the whole entire week. I washed my clothes in my bathtub. It was rough. It wasn't horrible, but I never seen the blessings in it. I never looked at it from a perspective of, well, at least I'm not dealing with that abuse anymore. And so I sort of understand that feeling of not really desperation, but just like, oh my gosh, it can't get any worse. Please, God, don't let it get any worse. You know, that feeling. And of course, I did that whole thing where I blamed myself. And I mean, there was a point in time when I actually thought maybe I should have stayed. I should have stayed in that abusive situation, because at least I would have, I would be able to do my laundry. And then you know what happened? My ex-husband and I spoke to each other. And this was about 2 and a bit years after I left. And he convinced me through many conversations and all kinds of other things that we won't get into, but he convinced me that I needed to come home. And I was like, thank God I'm going home. I'm going back home. I put my wedding rings back on and gave the notice to my apartment and packed up the few little belongings that I had. And I sat and I waited for the phone call to let me know when he was coming to pick me up. There was just one small, teeny-weeny little thing that he needed to do. This is so embarrassing to admit. But he had a girlfriend that he lived with. She was away on vacation, and so when she came home, he needed to tell her she was out. And we'll get into that another day as to why I was okay with that. Because I wasn't, but in that moment, I apparently was. And anywho, the phone never rang. And so I called. And I said, I was, is everything okay? Because, I'm sort of waiting for you to come and get me. And he said, paybacks are a bitch, and hung up the phone. That day, was worse than anything that he had done to me prior to that moment in time. And he'd done some pretty awful things. But that day lit a fire under me. That day lit a fire under me. That day inspired me to want more, to strive for better. I knew inside that I deserved happiness, and I was determined that I was going to achieve it. And I did. And I did. It was a long road, and it was difficult in many ways. But I did. I achieved it. And so now here I sit. on the other side of that horrible period of time. Getting ready to celebrate my 19th wedding anniversary to someone who is the kindest individual that I have ever encountered in my life, who loves me and supports me to the degree that everyone that is a part of my channel knows who he is. Every reader that I associate with, that I collaborate with, knows who my husband is, because he is that supportive of me. I wish that for everyone, that you find a person or that place within yourself to lift yourself up and support yourself while you're on that journey, right? Because we all deserve that. We all deserve that. Thank you, Libra lady. And I'm sorry that you can relate to that, Bora Bora. I mean, what I mean by that is I'm sorry that you have to go through that experience. Because you know, it's not easy when you're in those moments, right? It's not easy. And Esther can relate. It definitely can, Esther, make us stronger as long as we have the faith and the trust in our own selves, and look at things from a perspective of gratitude and blessings. In other words, if you can remain on the positive side of it, as opposed to being on the negative side of it, you know, why does this happen to me? My life sucks, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? All of that. I've been on both sides, so I get both sides. If you can remain on the positive side of it, hopefully you are able to use the circumstances and the situation to motivate and inspire you to find a way that works for you, right? You think about, okay, so I don't like talking about this because it's going to make me upset. I've told you guys the story before. I've mentioned it once or twice, where there's a period of time when we were, my parents were going through their divorce. And we got a phone call that my dad was in the neighborhood. And anyways, long story short, without a whole bunch of details, the next thing I know, we were laying down on the living room floor with our nose to the carpet underneath the big picture window in the dark, because someone called and told my mom that my dad had just come to the gun shop to pick up his guns, and so that meant he was in town. Fear allowed my mother to think that my father intended harm towards us. History and prior experience and experiences had told us that fear could be real. And there we were, face down on the carpet with my father outside of our house, calling my name, because I obviously would be the person that would talk to him, or so he thought. And from that moment forward, my mother was like, never again. We will not live in fear this way ever again. So she used that situation to motivate and inspire herself, that, to set up personal boundaries for herself, and to, make different choices and decisions in terms of how she spoke to him, and how she just sort of led her daily life, if that makes sense. And I shared that story because of that ending part, right? To use it to inspire yourself. Not because I want to talk badly about my parents in any way, shape, or form, or to trigger anybody or to upset anybody. It was merely just to make that last point. On that really super positive note, good grief. Let's throw some more cards and see if Spirit has anything else for us. We've been here for just over an hour. I appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. And I promise we will do this this week. So make sure that your bell notification is checked off. You'll be notified when I know what I'm doing. Tomorrow night, so Wednesday, at 9 p.m. Eastern on Dozen Cats, Dream Detective Kate is coming, and we're going to talk about how we can benefit from our dreams, the messages that we can receive in our dreams, a good sleep hygiene routine, all of those great things. We look forward to it. Haven't had Dream Detective Kate on the channel yet, so I'm very excited to spend some time with her. On Friday night, we have Ron Unconditional Love and Valerie from Illumination Portal joining us at 7 p.m. Eastern, and hopefully Deb from Purple Elephant, but we're not sure. She's not feeling well, so hopefully she's starting to feel better. So if she feels better, maybe she can join us. If not, we will get her back another time. But we're doing what I'm calling Cards and Chat with Love. So under the umbrella of Live, Love, Laugh, right? So I'll leave that with you to come and hang out and find out what that's all about. And then on Sunday, on my Sunday Connection show, we have Adrian from Red Lentil Healing joining us to do some chakra readings, and also to go through a discussion about chakras and keeping them in alignment and different things of that nature. Hi, Kiba. Good to see you, my friend. All right. So we have indecision popping out. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So in other words, if it feels good, does it do what it's supposed to do for you, whatever the situation is? Well, she put a post up today, Cardamancy, saying that she was feeling better, and she's gonna go live, I think either tonight or tomorrow, with Thayer. I think tonight, actually. We have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So, listening to your heart, right? What matters to you? Checking in with yourself, and then using your imagination to find ways to motivate and inspire yourself, which I love. I love that. Okay, we have butterfly again, our second butterfly of the day. Big changes. Big changes. And we have the canoe, upcoming adventure. So big changes, upcoming adventure. Prior to that, we had transformation, we had joy, we had magic. We had passion. Love it. Let's go here. Let's do this. Don't forget, everybody, on the 26th of February, so 2 Sundays from now, we have Susan Lynn joining us on our Sunday show, and lots of great guests coming in between. So make sure that your bell notification is checked off so that you don't miss any new content. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We appreciate that. All right. Beautiful. We have the turkey vulture and digest. What am I cleaning up or converting? Right? So what am I working through? What am I trying to navigate? Right? What am I trying to... I don't know. Like, when I see that card, I think Two of Swords, crossroads, indecision, right? So to me, that's like, how do I like work through all of the mess around me and just get to the movement of it, right? How do I take a step forward? How do I get through the muck, as we were talking about before, right? Interesting card. Digest. All right. We're going to leave it here with a couple of powerful sort of uplifting messages. And again, I just want to say thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me. This was fun. Sorry it wasn't what we thought it was going to be, but hopefully some point throughout this week we'll get that done, if the weather would cooperate. Look at this, friends. We have the Ram and Perseverance. The message on the bottom of this card says, you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Oh, we had one more turnover, which was laying at the bottom of the pile. We have, whoops, sorry. We have the Tiger and Fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful messages. So stoking the passion, right, in terms of feeding it, allowing your passion to let your imagination sort of soar and be creative. I love that. And the perseverance, being unstoppable, continuing to, to sort of convert and cleanse as you navigate life's challenges. Getting ready for this big change in this upcoming adventure, because of course it makes sense that as long as you, every step is a step, right? Every step is a step. It may not look like a forward step to you, but every step is a step. And so again, I will revert back to what my mom always said, and that is, you must believe. The polar vortex in the Arctic tundra. Yes. All right, my friends, we're going to leave it there. Thank you for hanging out with me on this fine Tuesday. I do appreciate all of you. Ivana Intuitive is on at 7 p.m. Eastern. I noticed she is doing some Akashic Records reading, so go check her out. And hopefully I see you all on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern for some sweet dreams, as I'm calling them, with Dream Detective Kate. Also, Gerald is on right now, 4 p.m. Eastern. He's on right now, so go check him out if you're looking for something to do. I wish you many blessings until we see each other again. Mwah. Thank you for being here, everybody. Much love. Have a great day.